So I am gonna try to record this video. I've tried 3 times now, and we'll see how it goes. So a lot of you, if you've watched our recent videos, some of you have even commented on it. We've been going through a little bit of a, I don't know, string of bad luck. Just after I said too, we have deadlines and goals. So the first thing that happened that I can recall, I'm sure there was something else before it, was when I crushed my hand in the log splitter. And so then we had that happen, and then we had to leave here, go 3 hours one way to go to a doctor's appointment, and then 3 hours back to come home, twice, 2 hospital visits. Today is Wednesday, and it is day 8 after I had the log splitter accident, and so most of the swelling is all gone, which is really, really good. That's great news. I've been doing my exercises, which is great too, and it hurts, which I expect. But something is still pretty off with the knuckle. I'm not thinking broken, but I'm thinking maybe it's not where it should be. So I start a new job on Monday, so I don't really have the opportunity to go to many appointments, and unfortunately my doctor is away on holidays, and there's no walk-in clinics anywhere around us, so we're gonna go see if the ER is busy or not, and if it's not, then we are gonna see if we can get my finger or my knuckle area checked out again now that all the swelling's gone. So we've already gotten the x-rays and in pretty quick, but we're just waiting on the results. So hopefully my gut is right. That's all I have to say. Mike is still here like a champion. Came with me all the way to the hospital, huh?
Of course. You're my battle buddy.
You're my buddy.
Yeah, to stick by your side.
I finally got somebody to listen to me, and I have an appointment with a hand and wrist surgeon because something is still very off with my finger. It's starting to actually curl inward now, and it's also not the same color, but it looks weird in the camera. Well, I guess it is the same color, but it looks weird in the camera. So pain-wise, pretty much completely gone unless I hit it, but I am still able to use like from here to here, so that is good news. But I do have a wrist and hand specialist appointment, and they told me on the phone that I'll be going through a procedure on August 16th. I don't know what procedure I'd be going through. I don't even know if they had the right person because this doctor has not seen me, so I'm not sure. But that appointment is in Ottawa, which is about 2 hours away. And so I have to go there August 16th. I could have gotten in sooner. She wanted to see me this week, but they called me Monday and I started a new job. So I didn't really want to ask my new place of employment, hey, can I book off already, even though I just started? But I did ask them yesterday. Wonderful group of people, amazing job, love it so far. It's a lot to learn, but that will come with time. So yeah, so it's an at-home job, absolutely love it. I'm able to type, which is good. I can move my fingers this way, but it's like when I want to go and open, say, a cap, I can't. Like, I can't take pen caps off. I can't use a fork and a knife, so that was kind of weird. It doesn't hurt really anymore again, like I said, unless I bang it. But that's where our string of bad luck started. And then we wanted a plumber to come out, and they said, okay, yeah, we can come out the week after we spoke to them. And so we know that our address is not in Google. So we provided them with the crossroads, and they're like, oh yeah, we know them. And then we provided them with a drop pin. We text them, you know, this is exactly where we are. And half an hour away from where we live, there is the same road name, but it's a different. So, you know, instead of road, it was crescent, something like that. And so when Mike talked to them, they said, sorry, I've already wasted 5 hours and I can't recoup that with your job. So I'm gonna have to just give it up. So then we had to call around, which we had contacted people that were booking into 2025. So we found somebody in a town an hour away, and they made it out today. Whew. And a lot of the pipes that we needed laid are already down. So we're gonna have to come up with a creative way to close this in. We'll probably just do something decorative around it, because this is gonna be the kitchen wall. And we also had to get it inspected because it needs to be able to hold pressure. So this has consistently held pressure. And the reason we want to do that is before the cement is poured, we want to make sure there's no air leakage or anything else like that. So it has been holding pressure for a week and a bit now, and it's been inspected. These here are posts, or Mike made some cement, poured some cement into these boxes so that our support beams can go from ceiling or from floor to ceiling. We've also switched the entire left side of the house around. The bathroom is now going to be back here, and this is going to be our bedroom. So we'll have to show you guys the new plans when we next time we get them all drawn up. Our living room is still going to be over here. This is our kitchen. We also moved the location of the stove. So now we've gained this entire wall back. The stove was going to go where the windows were, but now the stove is going to go, so the stairs are here, and I mean, they will be. So the stove is going to be right around here, and the flame view is going to go out this way, so we'll be able to see it from both kitchen and living room. And it's more in the center of the house, so that way it heats the house better. But don't mind the blankets and stuff hanging already in the house. But yeah, that's where we're at. As you can, well, maybe you can't see, we got our garage doors installed, so that we are on the upscale of good luck now. Everybody always goes through some bad things. We're on the upscale now. That's all I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna claim it, you know. I know there's people that have worse times than what we've been going through. It just seems like for us everything happens all together, and that's exactly what happened. And then the next thing that happened, amongst a bunch of little things, I was inside the trailer. I was having a shower. Mike had both Maggie and Becca outside, and Brody was inside. Becca was on a leash. Maggie never leaves the property unless she's with us or another dog. And yeah, so Brody, I don't know if I let him out, if I don't know. Brody got out, and he usually stays around the property. He usually doesn't bolt the way that he did that day. And so he was outside, and both Mike and I were unaware, and he was laying down, and then somebody rode by our property on a bicycle and slowed down at the top of our driveway. And so Brody was kind of on guard, and Maggie and him both ran up the driveway and then ran back down the driveway, and then Brody just turned and bolted. And I don't know if he heard something or what, but he did. And so Miss Maggie followed. And so Mike was like, ugh, you know, he was working on the cabin, trying to close in the upstairs with our neighbors. And so he went to go retrieve the dogs. And long story short, before Mike could reach the road, Maggie got hit by a car and broke her femur bone. She's only 8 months old. She's a love bug. And unfortunately, the people took off. So it was a hit and run, and you know, ultimately, I don't know why somebody wouldn't stick around if they didn't, if they hit an animal, because ultimately it's our fault, right? It's not the person's fault, other than we believe they were speeding because of the force that Maggie was hit by. So Miss Maggie just came out. My sweetheart. You got a little bump right here too, probably road rash. She's on some medication, but she's still Maggie. She's still, you can't really see, but she's making that tail. She's such a happy girl. Yeah. It's just so hard because you can't tell them that they're going to be okay. You can't communicate. They can't communicate with you other than, like right now, she's breathing pretty hard. And she is on 2 painkillers, so hopefully it's just that she's warm, but Daddy's turned on the air conditioner, so we're going to make our way home. The vet place was nice enough to give us a blanket. And yeah, so that happened. So Mike is actually, he should be pulling in any time within the next 5 or 10 minutes. And Maggie broke her femur bone at a very bad spot and required surgery. And so we contemplated, you know, like, is she gonna have, well, before we knew what was wrong with her and we were waiting for the emergency vet to evaluate her, we were kind of like, you know, how far are we gonna take her with this? You know, if she's internally bleeding, do we save her? What kind of life is she gonna have? And thank God, oh look, he's here a little bit early. And thank God, Miss Maggie only had a broken bone. I mean, I wish there was less damage. It was an expensive surgery, and we actually put up a GoFundMe account to help out because we don't have really the means to do it right now. And I contemplated back and forth whether we should, but ultimately it was for her. And we have managed to raise, I can't remember exactly, I'd have to find out a total, but when I edit this video I'll put it in here. We've managed to raise, as of today, $550 on GoFundMe, and then we've had a few cash donations as well. So I think we have gotten help with half of the surgery. So it just blows my mind. You guys have, you know, you guys, and then also family that don't watch us and friends that don't watch us too, and even ones that do have donated some to help her in her recovery, because I can tell you, I don't know what we would have done if we didn't ask for help, and it was hard. And let's go check on Maggie. You gotta shave. You gotta shave. Oh, sweetheart. Hello, you're doing so good, huh?
She's already walking.
Is she?
With just toe touches on her sore leg.
And the vet said that was okay, that she can toe touch?
She was actually surprised.
Really?
That she was doing that good. I did mention, I said, well, it could be because the pain meds, and she's really not feeling it. She could be still, you know, pretty doped up. And she goes, yeah, it could be. But she was still really impressed.
Oh, did they say anything about her or the surgery?
She's so sweet, and everybody loved her.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to have a really sweet dog.
Yeah.
And that she'll be sore for the next 3 days probably.
Okay.
After that, I'm gonna try and get her to walk on it very slowly. What we can do is just ice pack it a bit here and there if she'll let us.
Oh, I got some ice for you, girl. I just went through it a few days. Not as bad as you. You're a better trooper than me.
And then we have to massage is really good.
Yeah?
So if she doesn't use the leg enough, the biggest worry is that the muscles will tense up and tighten up, and then the leg will start to curl in.
Kind of like my finger's doing?
Yeah.
You are an active girl, though. Look at that tail wag. Are you happy to see Mama? This is why we asked for some help. Yes. Do you need my help, or?
I just want to underneath her. Okay, I got you. I got you. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Hi, baby.
I know, sweetheart. I know. We're home. Girl. I know, sweetheart. Gotta keep moving it. Come on, you can do it. We'll get you some more pain meds. We're gonna get you some water. Come on. I know, sweetheart. I know.
So, I just finished with work not too long ago. And I'm tired, but today is the day that I'm going back to the wood splitter. I just noticed I had my rings on. So I'm going to take them off because one of the things the hospital said was, you're lucky you had your rings off when you did it, because sometimes people swell so bad that they have to get them cut off. So let's go do this. If you are one of our children watching this, or you're one of our grandchildren watching this in the future, know this. I was kind of afraid to go back to that log splitter, especially with my hands still being injured. But I could keep moving forward staying afraid, or I could keep moving forward with a lesson learned and a newfound respect for this powerful machine. I was very lucky. I researched what could have happened to me, and it wasn't pretty to look at. I try to do everything I can with a smile, and the operative word in that sentence is try, because I'm not always smiling. See, my grandfather, who has been gone for almost 10 years now, always had and always will hold a strong influence in my life. The things that he showed me and taught me, thinking about it now, just brings back so many memories. But I will forever know how to unhook a fish or drive a boat, play kings in the corner, and work with my hands and work hard for my future. I remember many conversations with both my grandparents at the table, which was the heart of their home. They would tell me stories of their times past, and I would just sit and listen so attentively. Both of them, unknowingly through their stories, instilled in me to always try. If I ever presented my papa with a dilemma or something I didn't succeed in, he would always tell me, "Well, Angela, you just gotta keep trying." He was huge on that. One should always try. 3 simple letters that are so very powerful. At his funeral, I wrote him a letter that was read aloud for all to hear. And in that letter, I promised to carry his memory forward by always trying. So, Papa, this one is for you. I miss you and I love you, and I will always keep trying. And to my children and my grandchildren, I wish you got to know him more like I did. He was and always will be one of my most favorite men in this world. So from my papa and your grandma or your mom, always keep trying. I love you guys.